Oh my god! It happened! It happened! Oh, I wanted that to happen so bad. Hello, 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 everyone. I am disturbedcanon. You can call me Disturbed, and today we are playing a kind of budget deck on the channel. This is my Twitter, not my Stream Decker. There we go. And the reason it is only kind of is because of Field of the Dead. This deck was originally 10 ticks, then it went up really high when Field of the Dead became popular in Pioneer, and then when it got banned in Pioneer, it went down really low, back down to roughly 15-20 ticks, and then Field of the Dead skyrocketed again, and I have been so back and forth on this deck that I'm just gonna play it. I know it's nearly $50 on Magic Online, which is still cheap, all things considered, but it is not the budget that I would really be wanting to play on this channel. But I'm not gonna just sit here with a really exciting deck and not do anything with it. And truthfully, I'm just too excited about it to not play. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, Field of the Dead says whenever you control 7 lands with different names, which means 6 lands other than Field of the Dead with different names, and a new land comes into the battlefield, you get a 2/2 zombie. So if you're playing a 3-color deck where you have 3 snow-covered lands and 3 non-snow-covered basic lands, and a Field of the Dead, then you can make zombies using almost only basics, which works out really well, A, for our fetching, and B, just for our budget, because besides Field of the Dead, all of this deck is ridiculously cheap. Our next most expensive card is Botanical Sanctum, which is a 1-of, and technically not even needed, just a good color fixer early on, since we are running so heavily in 3 colors. Besides that, this just looks like an elemental deck. The reason behind that is Risen Reef. Risen Reef is the best way to get down more than 1 Field of the Dead, or even just 1 Field of the Dead, really, since we can't fetch it with our land grant effects, our Sakura Tribe Elders, and our Search for Tomorrows and Farseeks. So having Risen Reef as a way to get Field of the Dead onto the battlefield, getting us zombies, is great. And it allows us to play kind of an elemental tribal sub-theme, because we need Flamekin Harbinger to find Risen Reef. All of this is a Rubik's Cube, but I promise you it'll work, or I don't promise you, I hope it'll work better than it looks like it'll work. As for the sideboard, we have, honestly, something I'm not 100% confident will work well. We've got 3 Fries, 2 Negates, 2 Disdainful Strokes, 3 Nature's Claims, 2 Healer of the Glades, and 3 Sentinel Totems. These are all just intended to hit various meta decks. Fry hits Oko, hits Teferi, kind of hits Oko. Oko will actually survive a Fry, which, might I just say, makes Oko ridiculously overpowered, in addition to all the other ways that it is ridiculously overpowered. But Teferi won't. And it'll bring an Oko down ridiculously low, so we can hopefully kill it. So there's that. Healer of the Glade is an elemental that gains us life for situations where we need to gain life, mostly against burn and red decks in general. Nature's Claim for artifact decks, Negate and Disdainful Stroke for really really a lot of matchups, and Sentinel Totem for graveyard decks. I'm not sure if this is the best setup for this sideboard, but I feel like it hits most things that it needs to hit pretty well. With that in mind, the only other thing that is of interest here is this card right here. I do not think this card is very good. I think it is really, really interesting and cool, and synergizes well with having a bunch of lands on the battlefield. So I put it in here because I just hope that I can resolve it. And if I can resolve it, I will be super happy by the end of this. If I go 0-5 but resolve a Leads of the Tangle and kill somebody in one game with Leads of the Tangle, I will be super happy. So, with all of that out of the way, let me make sure that everything is working. Yes, everything is working perfectly. That's a first. Let's go ahead and go into some rounds. Let's see. I'm actually super excited about this deck. I've had this deck on the back burner since before I started doing any of my streams. Because it is... I picked up Field of the Dead right after it came out, because I just saw it and knew that there was some real potential there. And I've been resisting selling it as much as I probably should have when it was like 40 ticks and in its height in Pioneer. I was just like, nah, I want the card more than I want the ticks, which in hindsight that might be why I'm that might be part of the reason why I'm playing mostly budget decks, is that I care more about the cards than I care about the ticks. But hey, you know what? I'm just happy that I get to be playing some fun cards. That's really all I'm here for. I know I can't be the only one who prefers to play a variety of things rather than one of the best thing over and over again. I just don't get the same kind of enjoyment out of playing, I don't know, Mono Green Tron 20 times in a row, 100 times in a row. I can play like a tournament of it, or I might play a couple tournaments of it if it seems really good or really fun, but besides that, I'd rather just be playing something new and exciting. And ooh, this is a very keepable hand. And good luck to our opponent, Bone Harvester. Good name there, my friend. Good name and good luck. Sorry about that cough. I'm probably going to be coughing a little bit over the course of this, just because I'm coming off of a cold. Oh. Well. Looks like our opponent is most likely Mono Green Tron. Let's just throw this on suspend. Pass back. Definitely had... Between the Tron land, the expedition map, and the... I can't remember what this guy's name is. Karn? Oh, it's Eldrazi Tron. Okay, I was thinking Mono Green. But I was thinking this guy might signal that it's Mono Green. But, you know, actually I think we have a better matchup against Eldrazi Tron. So I'm totally cool with this. Alright, now. I think what I want to do here... I'm going to hold back the Smoke Braider so I can get extra value off of the Risen Reef. And I'm just going to Farseek. Get a snow-covered island. Got all three of our colors on turn 2. Not bad for a budget deck playing mostly basics. Yep, Eldrazi Temple. Thought not. Taking Risen Reef. Yep. Thought not. Taking Risen Reef. That's too bad. I don't feel bad about holding back the Smoke Braider. It's not like having it on the field would have saved Risen Reef. Well, in that case, this turn we get to play an Arcum's Astrolabe and see what we can draw into. Hopefully. Yes. Searcher's coming off spin. We can grab a snow-covered forest. Bring us up to 4. Look at that, right at front and center for us. Alright, Farseek. It's not really helpful right now. Well, I guess we play that too. It's unfortunate for us. Alright, we're gonna play this and draw a card on their instep. It's unfortunate for us that we aren't playing, I forget what it's called, the Flash Death Touch snow creature, because that would feel really good against their Thought-Knot right here, being able to kill it. Though they don't know we're not playing it, so being able to draw 2 cards this turn, they might not want to attack into us with the Thought-Knot, but I imagine they're still going to. Yeah. That's okay. Yep, now we're gonna go ahead and draw with this guy. That's not what we wanted. Ooh, but that is exactly what we wanted. Because now we can actually block something. There we go. Zombie number 1 already. And we're gonna throw out this smoke braider just for the sake of it. So we do actually have enough land here to resolve the Leaves of the Tangle already, which is great. The fact that the goal of the deck is to get to 7 mana as quickly as possible means that 8 mana on a creature isn't really that scary. And they managed to miss Tron. See, this is why I like Eldrazi Tron more. I think I'm gonna take the 4 and just kill their Mana Reshaper. Is that right? I don't know if this is the right play. Alright, they get to draw a removal spell. Imagine they're going to... what are they casting here? What are they casting? I don't know... yeah, I don't know what they would be trying to cast for 6. What kind of Eldrazi they would be trying to cast for 6. Endbringer, yep, okay, right. Forgot that card existed. Well, our Liege is actually going to be big enough that we might have a chance here, if they don't find a way to get rid of it. Fortunately, they don't run counterspells. I suppose they have Warping Whale, which can counter sorceries, but Leaves of the Tangle is noticeably not a sorcery. I love when the opponent has to stop to read the card. Like, that's when you know you're playing jank. Just unapologetically, too. Endbringer is a way that they can dig their way out of this. Alternatively, just an Urza's power plant. Ugin doesn't do it, the other Ugin does. Spirit Dragon. Oh, well, actually, destroy target colored spell? Yep, okay, yeah. So that actually does screw us over a bit. Well, they're gonna use their Endbringer most likely to kill the Smoke Braider, so I might as well trade it off to save some damage. Because the Endbringer will be able to ping it down next turn anyway. Search for Tomorrow is not what we wanted to see, but we can turn it into a zombie at least. I'm going to hold this Generator Servant because it doesn't do anything unless we draw Leaves of the Tangle. Alright, question. Oh wait, I don't have my chat up. There we go. Question then. Do I want to play the Generator Servant? Because I might draw Leaves of the Tangle. Yeah, I think actually I do, because it'll give Leaves of the Tangle haste. They might ping it down here with Endbringer. If they do, they do. Yep, okay. Yeah, I should have kept it in my hand. It is what it is, though. This Makokoro is going to draw us another card, which is nice. Going to draw them another card, which isn't nice, but that's the way that goes. And now they have practically infinite mana. They have 12, 13, 14, 15 mana now. And all the colorless spells cost one less anyway, so... yeah. Hiya, Pikachu. Seems like they don't want to trade off their Thought Knot or their Matter Reshaper. Well, they can't attack with Matter Reshaper yet, so they're probably just planning on attacking around me. I meant to draw with Makokoro, but I accidentally passed through. So the question is, do I want to do it now? Yeah, I'm going to do it now anyway. Because I need to see what I got. Well, this actually isn't awful. Going to draw a card with Endbringer here, I imagine. While they still have Tron up. Yep. We're pretty close to just scooping here against our opponent's board. Because we are nearly out of basics. And haven't really... we're not doing anything more than just chump blocking. While our opponent has infinite mana and 5 cards in hand. 6 cards in hand. And we'll just pass through our turn. There we go. And they drew another power plant. Of course they did. Let's see. That doesn't necessarily... oh yeah, no it does. Concede. Yep. They know what they're doing. Alright, so what are we grabbing here? Nature's Claim feels good. Disdainful Stroke feels good. I think that's it. So what are we cutting? I would have liked to see more Risen Reefs, but this doesn't feel like a great opportunity for that. Let's see. things that can just die to Endbringer, I think, are going to be the first to be cut. I'm going to cut a mountain, because we are running a ridiculous amount of lands. What else do I want to cut? I think I'm going to cut... Well, let's bring in one fewer nature claim and take out a search, I think. Well, we resolved a Liege of the Tangle, but we did not kill them with the Liege of the Tangle, which is an important distinction. I will keep this one. What do I want to put back, though? Field of Ruins, pretty good. By the time I need a mountain, search will have resolved, so I'll put this back. Put search on suspend and pass it back to the opponent. Eldrazi Temple turn 1. I do not want to see another Eldrazi Temple, please. Yes, search ticking down. Yavimaya Coast, that's good to see, but we're going to play this Field of the Dead tapped, because we need to get it out. And playing a tap land sucks when you can resolve other things. So no Eldrazi... Ah, god dang it. Alright. Oh, but... Eldrazi Temple not into Thought Knot. So that's actually pretty great. I mean, Eldrazi Temple is still not great, don't get me wrong. Alrighty then, I think I play Yavimaya Coast, take a pain, play Risen Reef. See what's on top of the library. Are they going to kill it already? Spatial Contortion, okay. Well, we got one trigger off that one, and it's a Smoke Breaker. So we get 2 triggers off the next one, hopefully. Assuming they don't get to Thought Knotted out of our hand. Reality Smasher. Oh no. Well, that hurts. Could be worse, though. There's that. Well, let's get Risen Reef down. Look at the top card. Look at the card. Yep. Let's actually play the Generator Servant. Look at the top card. Look at the card. Yep. And pass it back. The problem with Reality Smasher here is mostly the trample, because we can't just Sakura Tribe Elder Sack block. Is this another Reality Smasher? Oh no. Alright. Okay, we have to let it go through, because now pretty much we only have one hope, and it's drawing a Liege at the Tangle. Or land? Land doesn't do it, actually. Yeah, we might just be dead here. I don't know what our out is anymore. They picked up on the fact that we didn't want to block with that. Okay, well. I think we're just dead. Quite sure we're just dead. Well, let's see if we can make enough zombies to survive. That's really our out at this point. So if we can get a bunch of different lands off these Risen Reeves, that's a land, then we have a small shot. That's a land. That's our first zombie. Okay. Don't get me too hopeful, game. Please don't get me too hopeful, game. I don't see any point in playing Flamekin here. That's not a land. That's also not a land. Yep. Alright. One zombie just isn't enough. Okay. I would love to go first. Wait. Nope. Sorry. You can win this, opponent. Game details. How do I get out of here? That was the same opponent as last time, and I don't want to play the same opponent as last time. Let's play somebody else. No offense to our opponent, it doesn't make for interesting videos if I'm just playing the same person multiple times. Well, do I want to keep this? I don't think I do. I think I do want to keep this. I think it was a good choice to mulligan. I'm going to put that Field of Ruin back because we have no evidence that I need Field of Ruin in this matchup. And we've got plenty of ways to get lands. Enters tapped. Haven't seen Hissing Quagmire in a while. I don't know why, but just seems like the Golgari creature land is the least popular of the creature lands. Like, I've even seen the Boros. Wait. No, never mind. I haven't seen a Boros creature land. I don't think I've ever seen a Boros creature land. So this is going to be some kind of Abzan mid-range, and they're going to take my Risen Reef here. Dang. All this discard. It hurts. Because we're leaning on so few cards to get us through here. So meeting up against our second matchup with discard is hard. Ooh, but that's a Leisure the Tangle. I like to see that. I'm gonna get a snow-covered mountain here so I can get off this Smoke Braider, hopefully accelerate into that Liege of the Tangle. So we might want to get off this Field of Ruin next turn, fire it, and then play Smoke Braider to kill that Hissing Quagmire. Because it's unlikely they're gonna use it, but I'd rather not find out. Okay. Yep, so this is going to be maybe Abzan Reanimator? They've got an Unburial Rites there, which suggests that. Let's Field of Ruin, kill Hissing Quagmire, grab Snow-Covered Island, so we've got all of our mana sources. All of our colors. Smoke Braider. That will make us one short of this Liege of the Tangle next turn. Which means it would be really great if we could draw Generator Servant. Yep, Lingering Souls. Saw that coming. Remind me, does this have flashback? It does. Pathing my Smoke Braider. Yeah, that's fine, actually. They do see that I have a Field of the Dead, right? I'd rather that Smoke Braider be a land. Well, that Sakura Tribe Elder now says sacrifice, get a land, and become a zombie. So that's nice. Well, we get... Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to sack this now. Turn it into a zombie. And then block his Sado Wayfinder with the zombie. It's not... That's not a super big swing by any means, but... Any power you can get off the board is power you can get off the board, right? So the fact that they just wasted their... Yeah, okay, that's unpleasant for us, but is not game losing by any means. We still have potential here. So the fact that they just wasted a path on something absolutely useless tells me they probably have another one in hand. So this Generator Servant's actually a great thing to see. Because now I'm just going to pass. And hopefully next turn they will tap out of white mana. I can play Liege of the Tangle and trample over their stuff. And get a couple nice 8/8s. Well, they did not play anything. I have to continue operating under the assumption that they have a path in their hand. So I just have to keep playing ramp spells. Because they are only holding up the planes, if you notice. They've got 2 paths in their graveyard, but that doesn't... I really should have held that Smoke Braid. I don't know why I played it. That was just automatic, if anything. Alright. Oh. That is really good to see. That actually... That might just be game there for us. Them tapping out for that Siege Rhino. Because now we get to... Yup. Yep. So now... green, green. Green, green. Sack. Green, green. And get a hasty Liege of the Tangle with them tapped out. And if we deal 1 damage to them with this card, we can turn our remaining... We'll turn 4 of our lands into 8/8s. And that would be lethal. You. Do we want to go 5? Let's go 5. I can't help myself. We can still resolve this for our Seek with 2 lands. Yes, please. This guarantees lethal next turn, pretty much, unless our opponent board wipes. Please, opponent, don't board wipe. Oh my god! It happened! It happened! Oh, I wanted that to happen so bad. Oh. Oh. I cannot express to you the happiness I feel right now. Let's see. I think the only thing we really need to bring in here is negates. And we're going to cut another mountain. And I think we cut an astrolabe. Because these are essentially just filler. They're essentially 1 mana draw for us. It's nice to have the color fixing, but because we're fetching so much, as long as we have a green source so that we can use our fetch methods, we're okay. Oh, if this Evolving Wilds were an actual fetch land, this would be a great hand. As it is, I think we still keep it. I'm still so happy about just beating our opponent with a Liege of the Tangle. Oh, if this were just a forest, I'd be so happy. Seeing that Search for Tomorrow. It's technically right to wait till they're in step to crack Evolving Wilds. Go ahead and take anything, I don't really care at this point. It's technically right to wait till they're in step to crack Evolving Wilds, but I have no reason to do that, because they know what colors we're in, and that's the only advantage that gives us. Field of the Dead. Well, I think what we do is we're gonna play Sakura Tribe Elder. And next turn, we're going to play Search for Tomorrow, play Flamekin Harbinger. We're not going to suspend Search for Tomorrow, there's no point. There's also no point in keeping Sakura Tribe Elder if they're going to be playing Spirits. Let's get Snow-Covered Mountain, I suppose. Doesn't really matter here because I'm just going to fetch the other Snow-Covered anyway with Search. Oh, shoot. No, never mind. Ignore me. Unable to do math over here. This astrolabe does help us a lot. We got very fortunate we drew that, actually. Because now I can make red so that I can actually do the thing I said I was going to do. Because I tapped wrong. Yes, I would love to use her ability and put a Risen Reef on top. Thank you. We are already 1 land away from getting this field, making this Field of the Dead walk, which is great. This is it's not a Siege Rhino. Okay, Memoricide. I've never seen this card before. Choose a non-land card. Okay, is he gonna name Legion of the Tangle here? Or is he gonna name Risen Reef and get that off the top of my library? Legion of the Tangle. He's so scared by the Legion of the Tangle that he's gonna. He did shuffle up my library, which sucks. But the tertiary win condition. Win condition number 1 is zombies. Win condition number 2 is elementals. Win condition number 3 is just killing them with Legion of the Tangle. And he's most scared of that one. Oh. Such satisfaction. I cannot overstate my satisfaction. This generator servant is pretty useless though. Now, because all it's here for is to give Legion of the Tangle haste. Let's get in for one. Why not? Right? Why not? I'm just looking at the art of these spirits. Are these supposed to be like children? Oh, I never wished my opponent good luck. Good luck to you, the simple loaf. What are they doing now? Resto Angel, okay. Going to tap down one of our creatures, I suppose. What? They're killing a spirit? Why are they killing one of their own spirits? Huh? You may. Oh, creature you control. Okay, it only targets creatures they control. I thought they were trying to tap down one of my creatures. Reading the card explains the card. Disturbed. Reading the card explains the card. Well, that's a zombie. That's a nice looking zombie, actually. Another nice thing about Arkham's Astrolabe is that it helps when I just tap dumb. Do I want to get in for 2 points of damage here? I don't even think it's worth it. I think I just pass. Our opponent has a pretty decent clock, but... And truthfully, I misplayed by playing the Generator Servant and Smoke Braider earlier. Because if I had drawn Risen Reef, as I did, I really should have had those in hand in order to get the extra Risen Reef triggers. Lingering Souls, yep. Get in for 5. Going down to 11. Seeing what's on top, and we draw a zombie. Alrighty then. Well, let's attack with everything except for Risen Reef. Get in for 4 damage. 6 damage. Okay, they just let me right through. And our opponent's just gonna swing back for 7 in the air. Their clock is faster than mine. in that they have a 1-turn clock now and I have a 2-turn clock. And they have a siege rhino? Yep. Well, I think that's just game, but let's see what we draw. Yep. Ultimately, I don't think there's anything else we sideboard in. I feel like we don't have a good way to block flyers or board wipe, and we have no board wipes or anything along those lines. I would love to play first, please and thank you. But I would not like to play with this hand. Yeah, alright. Put Field of Ruin back. Alrighty then, let's just play Evolving Wilds. They still know what we're on, so I'm just going to crack it now. Grab the Snow-Covered Forest so that we can play that Astrolabe. Astrolab? I believe it's a Astrolabe. Man, they have had turn 1 or turn 2 discard every single game. And we've only seen Inquisition, so that's... They've literally drawn one of their 4 copies of Inquisition within the first 2 turns, at least. Each game. I kind of want to know what the odds for that are. I feel like they'll make me angry, but I want to know. Alright, well... This is kind of rough. Only red cards in hand, and no red sources. Kinda rough. Seder Wayfinder. We've still not seen them actually reanimate anything. They look like a reanimated deck. I mean, they were running Unburial Rites, but we've not seen them cast it once. And they've had ample opportunity. Oh, that's not a red source. Next turn we'll have a red source, but we might just be too slow here. The Evolving Wilds is killing us. Yeah, Flamekin's really the best choice to take there. The fact that they have managed to Inquisition our Astrolabe and now Inquisition our Flamekin makes all of this super hard in a way that it absolutely does not need to be. They probably have removal, but it's still right to play Risen Reef first with the hopes of getting to resolve these elementals afterwards. Lingering Soul, so they're not going to kill my Risen Reef. It's so nice of you, opponent. I think we still might just be too slow here, truthfully. Alrighty then, well, let's start by just casting... Let's start by casting Generator Servant, just in case our Liege of the Tangle wins us this match all on its own. Yavimaya Coast, put it into play. Alright. Forest, and there's no need to suspend this, so I'm not going to. And instead I'm going to make it into a zombie. Good looking zombie. I can already tell that I'm gonna do what I did when I was playing Tron, and I'm gonna fetch the wrong land at some point. Is he gonna name Liege of the Tangle here again? He did. He named Liege of the Tangle again. Wow. I know I've gotten a generator servant. I only have 2 generator servants in the entire deck, and I have 2 Liege of the Tangles in the entire deck. So I know that it looks like I have a lot of them because I've drawn generator servants and Liege of the Tangles all 3 matches, except for I haven't drawn a Liege of the Tangle this time. But I promise you, it's purely coincidence. Well, let's start by playing the Smoke Braider, seeing what we can draw off of it. Because we might want to cast it before combat. I don't know. We might change what we do in combat. It does not. Alrighty then. Well, in that case, let's attack. Do a little attack. Opponent lets it through, so we're gonna Field Rune. Yep. Then pass it back, and we're gonna Field Rune the Stirring Wildwood on their end step. Just because it is technically right. We know they have at least 2 basics because we've seen at least 2 basics. Alright, yeah. Gonna attack in for 2. Oof. And we need to thin our deck and get more zombies. So, we haven't had 2 Fields of the Deads at all this game, and that makes me sad. I really gotta say, just makes me sad. Well, we can attack in here, deal 6 damage to them. 7, 8, 9-ish. Is that what we want to do? Is that what we're feeling like? I think that's really our only chance at this point. They're gonna kill the Smoke Braider and the trade-off for the generator. Go to 7. We'll play a land. Make a zombie. I imagine they're gonna flash back Lingering Souls here. Yep. Yep. Problem here is we almost don't want Siege Rhino in the graveyard because they have an Unburial Rites. We can see it. Oh, Risen Reef. And jump blocking, it's pretty much pointless because of the trample. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, I need to always yield and play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I should have done that main phase too, but I was just too excited. This brings them down to, oh, they're gonna resto Angel. Okay. This brings them. Yeah. Okay. That does put a wrench in our plan somewhat. Yeah. Not quite a blowout because of the Risen Reefs, but pretty dang close. Still takes him down to 4. Alright, well, now we're going to red and generator servant. Because we can't cast the Farseek off of a mountain or an unclaimed territory. Yep. 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 Do I want to take a life here to make 2 more zombies? Yeah, no, because then I'm in siege rhino range, and I don't want that. But I will get to hold up this negate. Oh, and I can't count. Yep. Yep. They have flying. I forgot that the angel had flying. Oh, I was so hopeful there for just a moment. Oh. Okay. But we killed him with Leads of the Tangle. At least once. We killed him. What's going on now? Can I not join any games? Oh no. Did I break MTGO again? Alright, well. MTGO. MTGO. Oh no. Well, I actually need to count that as a loss. Control S. So thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, let's log off, close. Try again. Ah, that dang Restoration Angel. The opponent was playing a sweet deck. I'm kind of sad I never got to see them resolve Unburial Rites. I really wanted to see what they were doing. They were just like a 12 Rhino deck, I think. They were just trying to have as many ways to get their Siege Rhino out as possible. Which is cool. But I was hoping for a little bit more. I mean, not to say that that isn't jank, but I was hoping for more jank than that, even. Chat, what are you doing? Not you, chat. This chat. Keep. Yeah. Okay. Swamp into, yep. Dang, so much discard. So much discard. They're probably going to take, I guess, Flamekin here. That's what I would take. But they're really thinking about it. They don't have any evidence that we are anything other than elemental tribal based on this. Oh, but they're going to take search anyway. Okay. That actually works for me because I'm somewhat reliant on this Flamekin right now. Flamekin is actually nice in this kind of matchup, as it protects us from discard. Because you can't discard something on top of your library. It's not great as far as our opponent making us shuffle our library, but that is a significantly less common effect than Inquisition and Thoughtseize. And it looks like they're probably going to be some kind of discard deck. Just, yeah, a straight discard deck. Yep. Alright, I guess mountain. There's a lot of mountains that we can fetch later on. We only have the one, I think, Field of the Ruin? Or maybe two. We need blue for this. Yeah, we're gonna pay black into this using our forest. And then black here, yeah. Urborg always confuses me on MTGO because I forget that my cards are mountains. So it looks like we're playing against 8 rack. Should have attacked for 1 there. Didn't think about it. Okay, so they're gonna have to sacrifice a land. Wow. What are they playing here? Wrench Mind. Alright, yeah, I'll discard both my cards. Didn't want those anyway. Opponent. Yep, and there's rack. Yep, 3 damage to me. Alrighty then. Might as well play this. Just gonna get discarded anyway, and it'll at least speed up our clock, I suppose. Our clock is technically faster than his, but it won't be for very long. Yep. And we're already going slower. He's doubled his clock. Or halved. He's halved his clock. Let's see, I will sacrifice this creature. And discard the forest, or destroy the forest because I have more forests. Don't have any more snow-covered forests. Or snow-covered mountains. For that matter. Here I take 6, and pretty sure I just scoop it up. Yep. Yep. Well, let me think. Yeah, there's... I should at least draw off the generator servant, right? Alright. So what are our outs? We have 4, 5, 6 mana. So even if we draw Leech of the Tangle, we can't play it. And that is the only way we could survive, if we could play Leech of the Tangle. So we concede. Alright, Nature's Claim's in. Period. I think that's all we want. We're gonna cut another mountain. Do we want to put in our negates? I think we do. I think we don't. That was me and the other me. You know, we just sound very similar. It's not me arguing with myself, it's just me and a separate version of me who is also present and also totally disagrees with me on what I'm saying. He is right, though. I would love to play first, but not with this hand. Mulligan. Yeah, okay, I'll keep this. Put back Smoke Braider, put back Smoke Braider. Well, I think this deck does not look very good, but I do promise you, I've played 6 games, 6 practice games before I started up the filming, and I won 4 of them. So I don't know where this is coming from. I beat Prowess, I beat some pretty freaking reasonable decks off screen, and now turn the screen on and suddenly I'm unable to beat anybody. So we're gonna grab a Risen Reef right here. Protect it with our library. Our opponent mulligan down to 4. Oh my god. Very happy about that, don't get me wrong, I'm just surprised. Land. Tap. Raven's Crime? Okay, I guess we discard Field of the Dead. It's unlikely in this matchup that we ever get to 7 lands at all, just because we can't cast anything. Since we didn't draw land though, I'm pretty sure Risen Reef is going to get discarded as well. Whack. Alright. Well, that doesn't cause us to lose Risen Reef, actually. And we lose 2 life here. Ooh! And a Botanical Sanctum that comes in untapped on like turn 5. What are the odds? Doesn't matter. And that doesn't work with Field of the Dead. 2 forests. I suppose we have something to sacrifice when we inevitably get hit by the plague. Alright, he's leaving this Mutavault up, I suppose, for blocking purposes. Yeah, I'll cast that. there's no point in attacking, because if I attack with both, he'll kill Risen Reef, which I don't want. If I attack with just Flamekin, he'll kill just Flamekin, which I also don't want. Oh. He's almost definitely going to cause me to discard this, and that's going to hurt really bad. Because I do want to resolve this Liege of the Tangle. It's actually going to be, like, probably the only out here, I think. Well, that doesn't cause us to discard. This does, though, yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't. It causes our opponent to discard. Our opponent discarded one card. So we lose 4 here. I need to yield to these. Ooh. That's nice. No, I should leave up the blue, tap the Field of the Dead. Oh, leave up the red, I mean. I know what I said. I know what I meant. Don't question what I meant. We'll put that in hand. We won't put that in hand. Let's see. We're at 6 lands, so we get 2 Evolving Wilds. Yep. And then I can crack this Evolving Wilds on their instep. To get another zombie. They still have a faster clock than us, though. So that's a thing. Okay. So that's kind of an all-in rack. And it kills us? Is that lethal? No, that brings us down to 1. Oh. I forgot to crack Evolving Wilds. Well. Yep. We're dead now. We lose. Okay. Do we want to take on Dredge? I'll take on Dredge. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Yeah, I'd love to play first, please and thank you. Oh. Do I keep this? Do I keep this just because I don't care anymore? I keep this. I keep this. Why not? I don't even know. Okay, I just accidentally exited out of that. Field of the Dead, F6, and I'm gonna pull that back up. There we go. F6 through the turn. And now make this go away. There we go. Little technical difficulties there. Shriekhorn, okay. Forest, Farseek. Get a snow-covered forest, snow-covered mountain. I mean, can't actually get a snow-covered forest with Farseek, so I suppose that wasn't really a problem. But ooh, they get a stinkweed. Gonna mill 5 here. Get an Okamoeba. Mill an additional 2. Get prized amalgam. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. Suppose I should open up the graveyard now. Can play another Shriekhorn. Well, now I think we play land, Farseek, grab one of Island, then play Flamekin so that we can put our elemental friendly friend on the top of our library. Yes, I would love to use her ability. Please. Please let me use her ability. Alright, I imagine they're going to mill themselves with Shriekhorn on our instep. No. Okay. Might have just clicked through there. Gonna draw Stinkweed Imp. Oh wow, look, Narcomoeba. And Creeping Chill. Ow. That hurts. Now they mill themselves. Get nothing. Get Price Amalgam. Oh, they had Price Amalgam from the last one, actually. I missed that. Gonna happily chump block here. I mean, happily is relative, I suppose, but you know. Alrighty then, well, let's Risen Reef. Risen Reef. Draw a card. Put it on the battlefield. Flamekin Harbinger. We're gonna only draw one, so let's put Flamekin on first so that we draw Risen Reef next turn. Okay. Yes, I would love to. Put a Risen Reef on top. Play an Evolving Wilds. Yep. And pass turn. Our opponent's going to draw life from the loam, I imagine, actually. Nope, they drew a Stinkweed Imp. Okay. Creeping Chills us. Draw might be a relative term, you know. Man, that's all of the Stinkweed Imps. Halfway through the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and trade one of my zombies for one of their zombies. Oh, wait, never mind. Accidentally hit okay. Gonna trade a Flamekin then for not taking 3 damage. Well, let's see who can make more zombies now. Because what I'm gonna do is play Field of the Dead. Always yield. Let's see. Then I'm going to Risen Reef, I believe. I believe I'm going to Risen Reef. Always yield. Yeah, I'll draw that. Yeah, I'll draw that. Then I'm going to go ahead and Flamekin Harbinger. Let's see, what do I want to put on first? I'm going to draw 2 here. I think I want lands more than I want anything else. So we'll put Flamekin on first. give us a better chance of drawing lands. Give me just 1 second. Alright, there we go. Yes, I will look at the card. Okay. Okay. And I will use her ability, and I will grab a 3rd Risen Reef, and then I will crack Evolving Wilds. And I will grab Snow-Covered Forest, because I need another unique land. And I'll even lose a life here to Farseek. Grab a mountain, another unique land actually, and get another 2. Alright. And F6. Let's attack with 1 zombie. Deal 2. I'm pretty sure opponent's just going to conflagrate if they can. Prized Amalgam. Draw a Stinkweed Imp. Bloodghast. They might actually dredge that life from the loam. They did, so that they can get back this Bloodghast. Makes sense. 2 red. 2 red. So they're not going to cast life from the loam. Ah, Conflagrate for 7. Yep, that does it. I didn't see that in the graveyard. But I was right. They're just going to Conflagrate. Sentinel Totem. Mountain out. 2 Astrolabes. Submit. That was a lot of zombies, though. I'm happy with the amount of zombies I played. I beat their zombie army. I did not beat their fire army. The fireball they threw at my face was considerable, but the zombies... the zombies were no match for my zombies. That's all I care about. In the end, nothing else matters. Just my zombies. Matt Fuller. Good luck to Matt Fuller. I did not wish him good luck yet, and I meant to, but I forgot. Not a single colored source, but a Sentinel Totem. I think I mulligan. I'll keep this for sure, yeah. What's not to like? I think I'm just gonna run this Sentinel Totem out right now. Show him who's boss. Send him a message, yeah. I don't know why I'm always yielding to that. It's probably going to be the only one I see. Let's put that on bottom. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and Farseek here. The thing I like about Sentinel Totem, as opposed to some other forms of Graveyard Hate, is I don't have to keep up mana for it. I know it's not necessarily a great Graveyard Hate card, but the fact that I can just crack it and it works at instant speed with me being tapped out is great. Are there better Graveyard Hate spells? Absolutely. Do not get me wrong. This is essentially just Tormod's Crypt with a mana cost and the ability to scry 1. Don't get me wrong. But it still has its own form of value. We're just gonna get out this Risen Reef and hope to be able to play 2 elementals into it next turn. Our opponent is refraining from committing anything, it seems, to the graveyard. Life from the Loam. Just to get back 2 fetch lands, okay. City of Brass. Forgotten Cave. Ooh. Well, I can actually play this Flamekin and then play another Risen Reef, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I play the Flamekin Harbinger. I choose to put the Risen Reef trigger on first, so Flamekin Harbinger resolves first. I do want to put a Risen Reef on top, please and thank you. Then I get to draw a card. Oh look, it's a Risen Reef, who knew? And then I get to play a card. Oh look, it's a Risen Reef, who knew? Generator Servant, okay. Smoke Braider, okay. I guess we're just playing Elemental Tribal. I knew we are playing, we are playing Elemental Tribal, but we are playing very heavy Elemental Tribal right now. Our opponent Cathartic Reunions away a land and a prized amalgam. After, oh no, I'm sorry, they dredged their Life from the Loam, my bad. Cathartic Reunions away a Golgari Thug and a Life from the Loam. I think I'm just going to go ahead and crack this now. Excuse me. Apparently our opponent thought that was the right time for me to have cracked that. Apparently our opponent agreed with my judgment on that matter. Mulligan. They scoop to our 3/1/1s. This doesn't have Graveyard Hate. I think I have to mulligan until I get Graveyard Hate. Yeah. I have to go down to 4 because do I just keep this? Can I even keep this? I think I have to keep this and just hope I draw it. Really, because I can't go to 3. Like, I could, but I can't, you know? Let's put back a Flamekin, a Redundant Forest, and what of this am I putting back? I think I put back the other Flamekin, because that gives me at least a curve. Turn 1 Forest, play Search. Turn 2 Evolving Wilds, crack it for an island. Turn 3 Search for Tomorrow comes off Suspend, and I play Risen Reef. Oh, and Sentinel Totem. That is something I can play turn 2 actually. As I wait for my Evolving Wilds to give me an untapped land. So actually, Got lucky. Got really lucky. Am I gonna win? Probably not. But did I get lucky? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But maybe not quickly enough, because they're gonna get back. They're not gonna get back this Bloodghast, actually, because they've already played a land for turn. Yep, okay. That doesn't change our plan 1 micrometer, but this scry might. Okay, wow. Our opponent really doesn't like Graveyard Hate. Oh. We aren't even playing good Graveyard Hate. Where's my win-loss counter? Come back here. There we are. Okay. We are playing objectively bad Graveyard Hate. I know I was saying that I like it, but just because I like it doesn't mean it's good. YP Gello. Good luck, Yupagello. I will keep this. I will keep this, and I will be happy about it, I think. I'm going to Evolving Wilds first, get a snow-covered island. I'm going to do this on their end step, of course, because they don't know what colors win. Again, Evolving Wilds feels bad here. We need a fetch land for a couple reasons. We need to be able to get one of any color, and we need to be able to crack it to get 2 zombies instead of 1. But this specific fetch land, I almost passed through my opportunity to crack it, is obviously the worst because it gives us a tap land. But it's what we got. So I mean, I know that we're technically not on a budget anymore because, well, we're not on that small of a budget because we're at like 50 ticks or something like that, so I could actually throw in some real fetch lands if I wanted, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings any. But this is the deck I had from when this was still actually somewhat, well, I mean, it's still somewhat, when it was actually still super budget. But Field of the Dead, betting on Field of the Dead's price is like so impossible. Teferi, okay. I know that's not his name. Don't get angry at me. I know his name is Teferi. So it looks like we're gonna maybe bring in Fry. Alrighty then. Ooh, Field of the Dead. That'll be fun. Well, there's color number 3. There's Risen Reef. There's an island. We're actually gonna get a maybe make some zombies next turn. Maybe. He's probably gonna bounce my Risen Reef, I imagine. Maybe? I don't know. Actually, he probably won't, because he doesn't know that we have a bunch of elementals in hand. He probably thinks that Risen Reef is our only elemental, or one of a few. Because we can actually draw 4 cards, 5 cards, 4 cards-ish next turn. 4 cards at least. Because we can play this Mole Drifter and the Smoke Braider. We can evoke the Mole Drifter, mind you. My bad. And play the Smoke Braider. He's still debating what he's going to do with his Teferi, I think. Maybe bounce back that Astrolabe. Nope. I think I might have bounced the Astrolabe, used it to drawn a card off Teferi, and then played the Astrolabe again, off of the other Astrolabe Snowman, of course. What just happened? Why didn't he come up here? Oh, because I can't cast things at instant speed. Oh, I forgot about that. Right. That's how cards work. I forgot about how cards work. Well, in that case, let's start on Smoke Braider, see what we draw. Always yield. Yeah, we'll play Evolving Wilds, I suppose. Kind of a double tap land for us, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and cast this with Evoke. Let's resolve Risen Reef last. None of them were lands, so there's that. Alright. Suppose I will punch Teferi for 1. Well, we can resolve this Liege of the Tangle next turn, but he can still bounce it and draw a card off that. And in Abzan colors, he probably has plenty of removal for it as well. So I'm not really putting a lot on this Liege by any means. Pillar of the Perrons. So this is going to be a Niv to Light deck. Ooh, a mountain. I like mountains. What's he doing? Assassin's Trophy. Ah. Well, I can at least do this. That double tap land coming in handy. Getting me an extra... Snow Covered Man. Getting me an extra zombie. Would still be better if it were, you know... if it were a real fetch land. Alrighty then. Well... let's start with playing this Smoke Braider. Okay. Let's then play this Flamekin. And we're going to draw Risen Reef off this, so we're going to put Risen Reef on first. Risen Reef on first. Third base. Did not use that right by any means. Draw a Risen Reef. Oh my god, who knew? Then play the Risen Reef. Draw 2. Okay. See, if Evolving Wilds didn't give us a tap land right now, we could resolve that Search for Tomorrow. Which sucks that we can't. Astrolabe. Suspend. And I'm going to poke Teferi for 1. We have a lot of lands. We have a lot of lands. And now we lose, I imagine. I imagine now he just plays Bring to Light and we lose? No? Actually, no? Okay. So we can maybe kill Teferi here. I think I start by playing Flamekin and drawing a Risen Reef. Play Risen Reef, Flamekin, there we go. So that I can have a Risen Reef in hand in case he instant speeds a board wipe. Because I could absolutely see him doing that with that Teferi. Let's see. 4. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have to attack with at least one Risen Reef in order to kill Teferi. I don't know why I keep calling him that. Yeah. This just sort of plays around the white instant speed board wipe that exiles all attacking creatures. I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't play around Bring to Light though, by any means. So this is Bring to Light, I imagine. Yep. Supreme Verdict, yep. Yep. Alrighty then, well, it is nice to know that I wasn't just being paranoid when I made sure that I had a Risen Reef in hand. Look at the card. Yes, yes, I looked at the card. Well, I guess I'm gonna evoke the Mole Drifter. I don't care a lot about the 2/2 body here. And I'm hoping I'm gonna start with the Risen Reef trigger this time. Yeah. Never mind. That's what I did last time too. 2 lands, and then I hit a non-land with Risen Reef. Okay. So do I play Smoke Braider or Flamekin here? I'm gonna live on the edge. Living on the edge. Draws another Flamekin. Wow. I've got all the lands. I've got 27 cards left in my deck. He's got 43. I'm literally 16 cards deeper than he is in my deck. And I found 1 Field of the Dead. Another Bring to Light here. Actually, this is main phase. This might be Niv. Yep, that actually is Niv. Okay. Now he's going to draw 7. Wow. Found all 4 of his lightning helixes. Well, he has Bring to Light now, so he can just do the same thing next turn. And the worst part is, we can't cast Search for Tomorrow. I was hoping I'd have Teferi off the battlefield by then, but no. Alright, well, let's start with Flamekin Harbinger. we will put Risen Reef on first so we can draw Risen Reef. Yes, we have one Risen Reef left. Give it to me. We will play Risen Reef for no other reason than I feel like it at this point. Yep, and I'll draw 2. Field of the Dead, finally. Now he's going to instant speed a board wipe, of course, because he has Bring the Light. But hey, at least we tried. I'm going to get a Generator Servant. Yes. Get Generator Servant. Yes, look at the card. Field of the Dead. More zombies. Play a land. More zombies. Play land. No more basics I can fetch. Except maybe if I have 1 forest in my library. That's the only basic I have left. But I'll hold this search so that I can at least get 2 zombies after they instant speed a board wipe. And I will pass turn. Not going to play this Generator Servant. I didn't get any forests out, right? We haven't even gotten to sideboard yet. Right. Definitely bringing in Fry. Going to kill a zombie, draw a card. Going to kill a Risen Reef. Gain 3 life. Going to... Don't know what he's going to do. Turn that black into a red and play red in 6? Assassin's Trophy. Didn't even know he had that in his library. In his hand. Knew he had it in his library, but yeah. Looks like they're not going to instant speed a board wipe, so I might as well get that zombie from the last forest. They're also not likely to attack with Niv Mizzet here, I don't think. Birds. Birds. Yep. Called it. That means I have to lose a zombie to kill their Teferi. But if I don't kill their Teferi, I lose a zombie. And they draw a card. So there's really no reason for me not to kill Teferi here. The problem is, Leads of the Tangle doesn't even win the game, because they can then just bring to light their last Supreme Verdict. Because they should have 2 main deck. Which kind of makes this impossible, but it's also fun, so I'm just going to keep playing. Field of the Dead. Look at that. I'm gonna deck myself, but it's fine. Alright, we're gonna go to combat. We are going to Teferi. That's enough to confirm Teferi is dead. And then Yipagello. Yippee-ki-yay. Keep Risen Reef. He's gonna kill one of the zombies blocking, attacking Teferi. Okay. So we have no more basics in library. So cracking this field of ruin does nothing other than causing us to lose the land. But we can still play it, at least. Play it, get 2 zombies. Smoke Braider. I don't need to do that. Risen Reef. I don't need to auto. I'm just gonna cast this Farseek because I feel like it. Yep. Look at what's left in my library. And pass turn. So I do technically have lethal here. But he can just board wipe. So, and then wait for me to Does he only have 1 in his library? Okay, then Fry, negate, Mountain, Mulldrifter, 2 more, Smoke Braider, submit. Don't know if that was right. I'm pretty sure we're going to time out at least. I mean, we aren't going to win this. There's so many ways we're not going to win this, but one of the ways is we're going to time out. Because I wasn't playing fast this last game. This is our last match of the night, though, so it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Waiting for your Pelago. Yeah, they've got 3 more minutes on their timer, so this might be a little close. Oh, they decided to go first. Wow. Wouldn't have expected that. I'll keep this. I can search for tomorrow, then at turn 1, then Mountain Secure Tri Builder. Let's keep. Waiting for Yapelgo. Yepgilo. I don't know how to say their name, and I want to know, but I don't. Could somebody ask this person how they pronounce their name? F6. So let's coast, search. Don't know why that happened. F6. My green mana is rather painful right now, but it's alright. It's the price you pay when you need to get 7 unique lands on the battlefield. Rin 6, okay. Get back Prismatic Vista, yep. Rin 6, I'm sure I've said this before, but Rin 6 is the best Bob. It really is. Because there's no card better to draw off Bob than a land. And this is just a 2-mana Bob that always draws a land. It's unlikely that they try to -1 on the Tri-Builder, but we'll see. If they do, that'd be great. But they're almost certainly gonna just +1 draw a Vista. Because there's no reason not to. Yep. Unfortunately, Fry doesn't hit Rin 6. Rin 6 is the only Planeswalker in the deck that it doesn't hit, actually. So, that's insulting. Fortunately, we can still cast Search for Tomorrow with Rin 6 out. Ooh, we do another search. Well, dang, then we're real close to making zombies already. I think I keep up Fry here. I think there's some value in being able to hit any blue-white planeswalkers they might have, any planeswalkers that start with T. See, they've drawn effectively 3 cards off this Rin 6. And they've gotten 3 lands out of their deck with this Rin 6. Well, now we get to make some zombies. I'm not going to show them I have Field Ruin because it might encourage them to not play non-basics. Which I need them to play some non-basics. I expect they're going to eventually draw Black Source to Assassin's Trophy. Fortunately, I don't think they have any basic swamps in this deck to fetch with Prismatic Vista. But I've been wrong before, so they might. Oh, they do! They have 1 of each basic, okay. So now they bring to light Castanev. Deafening Clarion, okay. You do that. See, every land in my deck now says is also a 2/2 zombie. But I think right now we're just gonna play Liege of the Tangle. This is our Niv. Nope, okay, they don't have Indestructible. They don't give my lands indestructible, so we do still have to worry about board wipes, which I thought we did, but always good to double check. Because they can still just bring to light a board wipe after we hit them with Liege of the Tangle, and then we're out of lands, you know? Which would suck. Royally suck, even. Of course, they could just kill Liege of the Tangle before that even happens. Though I would understand if they got a little greedy, accepted 8 damage with a hit in exchange for essentially killing the chance to kill all of my lands. Because I don't know how my own cards work. Or at least kill 3 of my lands and turn off the Field of the Dead, because I do know how my cards work, but I overcommitted. Which does sound like me. To be fair, I absolutely was considering tapping 3 lands, or turning 3 lands in. But, oh, Niv Mizzet Reborn, okay. So, what did he draw? He didn't draw this, didn't draw that, didn't draw that, didn't draw that. So he has Bring to Light, Drown in the Lock, Red and 6. Well, I was considering attacking Red and 6. Now there's no point, because he has another one in hand. He has, yeah, 1 in hand. Oh, getting rid of Drown in the Lock, okay. Well, then let's start by attacking face. Yep. So, I technically need... I know he has Bring to Light. So while I technically need at least 2 in order to present lethal, for sure, showing only 1 makes it... encourages him to board wipe. Additionally, I'm going to play... No, I'm not going to do that. Alright, that's all I'm going to do. Because he has the Bring to Light. We both know he has multiple board wipes by now, after sideboarding. If he only had 1 main board, he at least has another 1 sideboard. There's an argument to be said I should have attacked Red and 6, but there's no real point. I need to make him use this Bring to Light. Okay. Yeah, alright. If I have any hope of winning here, it's really going to be... Yeah, he's about to board wipe. It's really going to be to pressure him. That's not a Bring to Light. Oh, but it is a board wipe. Yeah, that's Supreme Verdict. Oh, but now... Ah, crap. I didn't really think that through, did I? But I couldn't have hit. I could have gotten -2. Yeah. Yeah, I screwed up. I should have attacked Ren and 6. Should have attacked Rin 6. I'm even going to tell that to my opponent. No, I won't. Alright, so do I have any outs now? Or do I just scoop it up? I think I just scoop it up. Because he can board wipe. Every land he draws is a board wipe. And I just don't have the time on the clock to play that out. Because I don't really have any other ways to win. Besides creatures, obviously. So he will eventually be able to either kill me, time me out, or run me out of cards in the library. And any of those will kill me. There's no reason in waiting except if I wanted to F6 and see if he would waste enough time on his clock, which I'm not that kind of person, and I don't think you would want to watch that anyway. So we'll see. I would love to play first. Please and thank you. I will accept this hand. Begrudgingly accept this hand. Because I have a lot of ramp. It's all 2 mana though. And a Field of the Dead, which I need. My main phase. And our opponent is going to start off with passing through his turn without playing a land. Ah. Dang. He really misplayed there, playing a land. Really misplayed with the land there, opponent. And see, now you're casting spells? That doesn't even make sense. What do you think the point of this game is? Cast spells. Truthfully, I might have had that last game had I attacked Rin 6. Maybe. He still would have board wiped. Still would have killed my Liege of the Tangle. And then he would have just been able to get his Rin 6 ultimate off anyway. So I suppose there wasn't really much else I could do. I suppose I was a goner either way, but I still should have played better. Gonna get this Field of the Dead online real quick. Opponent has 2 lands on battlefield. Well, we have 5. 6 if we crack this Security Roller. And our opponent is going to cast Oko. Oh no. Alrighty then. Give him a chance to plus on this Security Builder. Nope. Okay. Obviously they're not going to, but I have to give them the option just in case they feel like it, you know? Gotta be a good friend like that. Well, that's not a fry. Field of the Dead. Get me a zombie. Risen Reef. Get me a card. Flamekin Harbinger. We'll draw Risen Reef next turn. Let's see if we can get a zombie off the top. Nope. Okay. Suspend. Do I want to suspend? Or do I want to cast it next turn? I think we suspend it, because next turn we're going to be trying to cast a bunch of elementals. So he's probably going to plus up on this Risen Reef, as would be smart. Turn this Risen Reef into a elk. No, he's going to make that food into an elk. Okay. I'm actually totally fine with this, because I get to draw a bunch of cards next turn. Really, that's what this game is all about. It's playing a random Temur jank deck and drawing a bunch of cards. Ugh. But he won't even let me have that. He won't even let me have that. Yeah, that's probably right. It's probably sounds about right, yeah. Lightning Helix, the zombie, I imagine. Yep. Well, suddenly we're not going to attack with that food. Okay, interesting. Suddenly we're in an even worse situation than we were when it was just a Oko. Not gonna attack with this 1/1 into that 3/3, but thank you for offering game. Just in case I felt like it. Unmoored Ego, naming Liege of the Tangle, I guess? Because we already have 2 Risen Reefs out of our library. And Field of the Dead is on the battlefield. Okay, he's just gonna get the Field of the Deads out of our deck. Makes sense. Not our only win condition, but definitely our primary one. We kind of need a Generator Servant if we're gonna... Because we can't just play this Leech of the Tangle into an Oko, because it'll just become a very nice 3/3. Oko is so dang strong. I don't want to be one of those people who's just belly aching over the power of a card, but it is so dang strong. We did bring in Fries for it, but I'm not sure it's going to matter, because especially if we don't draw any, but even if we did, I don't think it'll matter. Oh, well, there's a Generator Servant, and I was just saying I wanted one of those. Let's tap the red mana. There goes all of our basics. And I'm just going to F6. Next turn, if nothing significant changes, I can actually kill Oko, so that's something. Ah, he's gonna board wipe. There's no reason he would attack if he wasn't going to board wipe, because he's just trying to see if he can get any damage before he loses all of his creatures anyway. Which also means there's no reason for me not to double block. Yep. He saw the generator servant and knew it was time. Alright, so I know that there are no basics, but I have to check because I'm anal like that. Yep. And concede. We have no way to win anymore. If we had drawn a generator servant and they didn't plus up on the generator servant, we had a chance. But that was it. And now they're just gonna turn that food into a 3/3, and we have no more basics to get more zombies. And we have no more Field of the Deads, and yeah, we're done. Alright, well, that was not an impressive run by any means. That was not super impressive. It was fun though. Honestly, the one game where I killed with Legions of the Tangle, that was everything. That's all I wanted to do. Really, Field of the Dead was just an excuse. I wanted to kill with Legions of the Tangle. I actually had a lot of fun. I know we went 1 and 4, which is the worst. Period. Just the worst. But I had a lot of fun. I think really the big problem here is that we didn't have any way to capitalize on our advantage, which is obviously due to our elemental package. Real Field of the Dead decks don't run the elemental package. For good reason, obviously. I mean, this is a lot of cards to spend only on weird tribal synergies. Risen Reef is still a valuable card in the deck. Obviously, because real Field of the Dead decks play it. But elementals, not really worth it. Rated by me, not really worth it. Alright, so that is the deck for the day, and I actually had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you watching this video and everything, and this has been great, is great, and thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.